Huskies and hot coffee, sign me up. Imagine a place where your love for coffee and your adoration for dogs come together in the most delightful way possible. Forget your average latte and scone. This place is not just about the coffee, it's an experience that transcends the ordinary. I was on a mission to find the most unique cafe in Thailand. My journey took me through bustling streets and hidden alleys, each turn more exciting than the last. Turns out, it involved a whole lot of fur, the kind of fur that belongs to the majestic Siberian Huskies, known for their striking appearance and friendly demeanor. Imagine my delight when I discovered a cafe overflowing with Siberian Huskies. It was like stepping into a dream where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingled with the playful barks of these beautiful dogs. Yes, you heard that right, Huskies and coffee, together, at last. This wasn't just a cafe, it was a sanctuary for dog lovers and coffee enthusiasts alike. I'm a sucker for a good cup of joe, but throw in some fluffy four-legged friends, and I'm there faster than you can say walkies. The joy of sipping a rich aromatic coffee while petting a friendly husky is an experience like no other. This wasn't just any cafe, it was a chance to cuddle up with some of the most majestic dog breeds on the planet. The Huskies, with their piercing blue eyes and thick fur, added a magical touch to the whole experience. I was ready for my caffeine fix and a canine overload. The combination of the warm, inviting atmosphere, the delicious coffee, and the affectionate Huskies made it a place I never wanted to leave. It was more than just a cafe, it was a haven for the soul. Finding Husky Heaven in Thailand. This Husky Haven wasn't exactly on the beaten path. It was a hidden gem, a secret sanctuary for those who adore these majestic dogs. Tucked away in the mountains outside Chiang Mai, it required a bit of a trek. The journey itself was an adventure, winding through narrow paths and dense forests, but trust me, it was worth every bump in the road. Each jolt brought me closer to a place where nature and Huskies coexisted in perfect harmony. Picture this: lush green rice paddies, towering palm trees, and the distant sound of temple bells. The air was fresh, filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the promise of an unforgettable experience. After a scenic drive, I finally spotted it. A cozy wooden cabin with a sign that simply read, Husky Cafe. It was charming, rustic, and inviting, nestled perfectly in its natural surroundings. My heart skipped a beat. The anticipation was palpable. I had read about this place, seen pictures, but nothing compared to the real thing. I could already hear the faint sound of playful barks. This was it, the moment I had been waiting for. The sound grew louder as I approached, a symphony of joy and excitement. My husky dreams were about to come true. Stepping inside, I was greeted by a pack of friendly Huskies, their eyes sparkling with curiosity and mischief. It was a paradise for any dog lover, a place where you could spend hours playing, cuddling, and simply enjoying the company of these beautiful creatures. The cafe offered delicious treats, not just for the humans but for the Huskies too. It was a place where every detail was thoughtfully designed to create a magical experience. From the cozy seating areas to the wide-open spaces for the dogs to run and play, it was clear that this was a labor of love. And as I sat there surrounded by happy Huskies, I knew that this was more than just a cafe. It was a sanctuary, a haven, a little piece of heaven on earth. Positively charming decor. Stepping inside the cafe was like entering a winter wonderland designed by dog lovers. The walls were adorned with adorable husky portraits and paw-print artwork. Cozy fireplaces crackled in the corners, even though it was a balmy Thai day. Plush dog beds were scattered around the floor, occupied by snoozing pups. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee beans mingled with the faint, comforting scent of dog fur. It was strange and wonderful, all at the same time. I couldn't wait to meet the stars of the show. Rules of the pack. Before unleashing myself upon the furry horde, I had to brush up on some basic husky etiquette. The cafe had a few simple rules to ensure both the dogs' and visitors' safety and enjoyment. No flash photography to avoid startling the pups. Hand sanitizer was a must before petting. And most importantly, treat each dog with respect. It seemed like common sense, but hey, when you're about to enter a room full of fluffy cuteness, common sense can sometimes fly out the window. Section 5. A Blizzard of Furry Fun. The moment I stepped into the Husky enclosure, I felt an overwhelming sense of joy and excitement. It was as if I had entered a winter wonderland, but instead of snowflakes, I was surrounded by a flurry of furry friends. I was engulfed in a sea of wagging tails and excited yips. The Huskies greeted me with boundless energy, their eyes sparkling with mischief and joy. These weren't just a few dogs, it was a full-blown Husky party. Everywhere I looked, there were Huskies of all shapes, sizes, and personalities, each one eager to make a new friend. It was a full-blown husky party. The air was filled with the sound of playful barks and the sight of fluffy tails wagging in unison. It was a scene straight out of a dream for any dog lover. They were all shapes, sizes and shades of gray and white, each one more unique and beautiful than the last. Some had striking blue eyes, while others had warm brown eyes that seemed to look right into your soul. Each one more adorable than the last. Their fluffy coats and expressive faces made it impossible not to fall in love with every single one of them. Some were playful and energetic, eager to play fetch or chase after squeaky toys. They would dart around the enclosure, their movements quick and graceful, like little furry athletes. Others were more laid back, content to cuddle up on your lap for a belly rub. They would nuzzle against you, their soft fur a comforting presence. Content to cuddle up on your lap for a belly rub. Their eyes would close in bliss, and you could feel the bond forming between you and these incredible animals. I was in doggy heaven. For the next hour, I was lost in a whirlwind of fur, slobbery kisses, and playful nips. It was an experience that I would cherish forever. I was lost in a whirlwind of fur, slobbery kisses, and playful nips. The Husky's infectious energy and loving nature made the time fly by, and before I knew it, an hour had passed. But the memories of that magical encounter will stay with me for a lifetime. Section 6. Husky Hijinks. One particularly mischievous husky, a fluffy ball of energy named Luna, decided I was her new best friend. She followed me everywhere, stealing my hat, gently tugging on my shoelaces, and even attempting to share my iced latte. No sharing allowed, Luna. Another husky, a gentle giant named Bear, preferred a more relaxed approach. He simply plopped down at my feet, offering his belly for endless scratches. Every husky had a unique personality, and I was determined to make friends with them all. Section 7. A Tale to Tell. My time at the Husky Cafe was more than just a cafe visit. It was an experience. Where else in the world can you sip on a perfectly brewed cappuccino while being serenaded by a chorus of husky howls? It was pure, unadulterated joy. These weren't just pets, they were ambassadors of their breed, showcasing the intelligence, playfulness, and affectionate nature of Siberian Huskies. Leaving the cafe, I felt a pang of sadness, but mostly I was filled with warmth and a renewed appreciation for these incredible animals. Section 8. Unleash your inner child. If you ever find yourself in Thailand craving a caffeine fix and a dose of furry fun, do yourself a favor and visit the Husky Cafe. It's an experience you won't soon forget. Just be prepared for a serious case of puppy love and a camera roll full of adorable husky selfies. Trust me, your inner child and your Instagram feed will thank you. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a sudden urge to adopt a husky, or 5.